in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy, howdy, everybody. Welcome to HT's EDC. Coming at you this Thursday morning. We are back out on the front porch this morning. Back porch, the chairs and all out there were still pretty soaked. We got a soaking rain yesterday. If you watched yesterday, I said it was the weatherman said it was gonna be here till like 12, 1 o'clock, around lunchtime. Well, he was off by about 4 hours. It rained almost all the way up to 3:30, 4 o'clock yesterday, and I'm talking hard rain. I foolishly went out in between swells. I thought I could catch it. It had stopped raining just for a while that morning, and again yesterday I said I was going to get out here and do some yard work. Well, it stopped. I said it's going to be nice and cool, you know, it's just been raining, you know, it ain't hot yet. So I grabbed my gear and went out to start some yard work, and here it came. So I got soaking wet. I just got soaked. Matter of fact, my shoes are still on the back porch drying out, but I got what I wanted. I was determined yesterday I was going to get some yard work done, and I ended up doing it, finishing up it in the pouring rain. But anywho, is what it is. So I got you a good one today, and I'm talking about a real good one. Let me start with my what you toting today, and I'm going to show you that real quick, and then we're going to get off into this. For my secondary carry today, we are going with this little dude. This was a gift from my buddy, kind of a throw-in gift on a horse trade I did with him, my buddy Jason, up in Tennessee. Jason Wise, you hear me talk about Jason and Miss Stephanie, but this is a 1998 Bearhead slimline trapper. Y'all see those tang stamps? 46 pattern, super sport, and as we can see there, 2 dots. That is a 98. Did my homework on actually this one before I got on here, but that's a 98 Bearhead slimline trapper. And I was watching a video the other day on, got to give a shout out to the Bearded Knife Guy, and he was talking about how this is one, I believe he said it's his #1 favorite carry model from Case, the slimline trapper. And I'm like, you know what? I got a couple of those. Why do I always gloss over those? That is a great pattern. So shout out to the Bearded Knife Guy. You made me go dig out one of my slimline trappers, and we're rocking that today as a secondary carry. Quick swig of some Mickey D's fruit punch. We carried Miss T to work this morning. We drove her to work and stopped by McDonald's on the way home. Rest assured, I stopped at the donut shop for her and the ladies in her office. She wanted donuts, and so when I dropped her off, I swung through McDonald's. They have a great fruit punch, by the way. All right. I have not done this one in a while, this type of video, and we are going to be doing an HT's budget banger. And folks, I only get on here and do these when I really believe I've got something to stand on, and something is really worth you guys knowing about. This morning is definitely one of those times. Quick reminder, anybody don't know what a HT budget banger is, that means a item that is $30 or south on retail price, not a sale price, not some kind of crazy promotion, although this one is, but I'm going to explain myself. The regular price of the item I'm going to talk about is less than $30, but it is even on sale. Anyway, budget banger has to be less than 30 bucks. Regular price. So 9 times out of 10, all of y'all are probably thinking it already. Yep, well, that means HT. We know where that's made at then. $30 knife or less. China. Got to be a China knife. Got to be something non-domestic. Au contraire, mon frere, today. I am bringing you a USA-made HT budget banger that is probably, and we're going to get into where you can find it for this price, probably the best value on this company, this vendor's website right now. Yeah, I said it, and I am putting my, I guess my reputation on the line on this one. I am not getting 1 red cent from the vendor I'm fixing to talk about, or the company whose product I'm fixing to talk about. Not a thing. I am doing this because I think it is an astronomical good deal right now that's going on, and I want to tell you guys about it. Now, the only problem is, at time of video, so some of y'all, when I shut up and I show the knife, you might want to get over there while the video's still going, because I just checked. I should have done this video probably yesterday. Did not know, yesterday they had a lot more of them. Did not know that they'd go as quickly as they are, but right now there's 5 of these. So as soon as I shut up, which is real soon here, if you want one of them, you better get over there now. And I'm talking about where to go. Smoky Mountain Knife Works. That is the vendor that has this deal on right now. And it is for this company right here. Bear & Son. See this little badge right here? Made in the USA. And here is the model number. So I'm telling you, number 751. Go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works right now and put in BR 751. 5 of you, first 5 that hear this, is going to get this right here. And folks, this is fan-freaking-tastic. I got this in yesterday. I wasn't going to talk about it till I got one in my hands, and in hindsight, I should have done a video last night where more of you could have got these at this price. But this, and we'll come back to the sheath, is the knife. This is the BR 751 Bird and Trout from Bear & Sons Cutlery. Look at that burn right there. This thing is absolutely awesome. And let's cut to the chase. I can come back and gloss on this. Right now on their website, this knife, this sheath, made in the USA, is $16.99. 17 clams. You should be going over there right now to get one of these 5 that might be less than that. Right before I got on this video, they were 5 of these left. This thing is fan-freaking-tastic. Ergonomics feels great in hand. You can choke up. A lot of you are going to say, well, HT, I ain't no deer hunter, or this is a bird and trout. I'm not no hunter, you know. Why would I, what's so great about it if I'm not a hunter? Folks, this little guy makes an excellent EDC. Yesterday, when I got it in, I carried it. I didn't even put it on my belt. We'll get into the belt carry. I dropped this right down in my front pocket, sheath and all, and rock this as an EDC. It is fine. It's great for that too. Now, for you hunters, bird and trout knife, you guys know them. I'm not a big, I've said it before, the trout part of it, cleaning fish, deboning, processing fish with it. I use a fillet knife. I am here to tell you bird, I agree with them on your upland game birds, you know, your turkeys, your grouse, your pheasants. This no more better. And processing a deer. This knife right here will process anything this boy right here will ever hunt in the state of Arkansas. I believe that 1,000%. I said anything. And I've never killed a bear yet. It's on my bucket list. But everything I hunt, from whitetail deal, rabbit, squirrel, duck, you know, anything on down. And I honestly think, I believe it would work fine on a bear. Hog, wild hog, yes. Deer, yes. Bear, haven't done it, believe it would. But this thing is freaking fantastic. And folks, it is $17 freaking dollars for a USA made bird and trout fixed blade knife right now. This isn't China. This isn't Taiwan. Jacksonville, Alabama. And folks, I'm telling you, to be honest with you, I checked out their website, and I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not, because obviously nobody's told me this, that what I'm fixing to say is HT personal opinion. Okay, well, how is Smoky Mountain Knife Works selling these things for $17 and making any kind of money, HT? The only thing I can think of is they're a big box store, they're a big, huge conglomerate, and they must have bought a buttload of these from Bear. Because if you go to Bear and Son's website right now, this exact same knife is $52.99 at Bear and Son. So my mind tells me, this is just me talking, Smokey bought a bunch of them to be running them at $16.99. And that is a sale price. You're going to say, well, HT, you said not sale prices. You know, it's got to be a retail price. Their regular price, when you get there, you're going to see their regular price for this is $24.99. So, au contraire, it is still regular price, cheaper, under my, you know, cheaper than $30. It's under my budget banger criteria for a flat rate price. Right now, they've slashed them down to $16.99. And 4 or 5 of y'all should already be gone and taking care of this. By this point in this video, those 5 should be gone. And the rest of you need to be watching out for these when they come back in stock at $24.99, because everything I'm saying right here for $17, you should jump smooth all over these when they go back to $24.99 and they get some more. This thing, and I'm telling you, is worth every bit, in my opinion. This is about the $52.99 that they're charging. I would say this is a all day worth $40 or $50 price range. So, being full transparency, say this was $100, you know, or $80, $70, or $80, I would judge this a little more strictly. You gotta think, folks, these are $24.99 regular price there, or right now $17. And yeah, if I was to look this over with a fine tooth comb, there's one side of the blade here. If I want to get ticky, you see how that side right there gets a little thick on that grind at the tip compared to this side. I can't get that really to shine, like maybe right there. Nitpicking, the grinds aren't perfect. It's $17. Bueller, anyone? It's $17 freaking dollars for a USA made this thing, and I should have brought something out here, paper. Well, you know what? I'm gonna show you this, and maybe you can see, folks. Yeah. Where's my camera? My lens part. You see that? I got a wad of hair right now in my fingers. This thing is hair, not hair shaving sharp. There's a difference. This thing came hair popping sharp. And if you know, you know. We're talking about when you do it on your arm hair, and you start to slide this blade, they're just beep, beep, they're just flying off, they're just hopping. If you know, you know. I mean, some of them will shave and, you know, you'll get a wad of hair like I just did. This thing is flying hair off your arm sharp. Again, $25 regular price. All day, every day, twice on Sunday. I stand by this being worth whatever you're going to see it on, you know, $24.99, or right now if you're one of them lucky people, or they get more and they bring them back at $16.99. If you're not a hunter, if you like a fixed blade whatsoever, you should have this knife in your arsenal. And if you're neither one of those, HT, I don't care. I don't hunt anymore. Never hunt. Don't care about hunting. And I'm not really a fixed blade person. Christmas is coming. You know somebody that is. Your son, your nephew, and I don't want to be, you know, my wife hunts. Your daughter, your niece, somebody in your family either A, hunts, or A and B, hunts and likes fixed blade. You should be on the phone or on your computer. Stocking stuffer, $16.99, stocking stuffer extraordinaire. The only thing I got to apologize to y'all is when I got in last night, I did not expect them to fly. Well, I guess I should have. I thought I had time to come on here this morning and get this out where there would be more of them, but down to 5 at that price that they're blowing them out at right now. Sheath, you ask? Okay. Well, typically if they're, you know, you got all your money in the knife and this is just an afterthought sheath, I'm probably going to need to get me a sheath or whatever, because the sheath's going to be a pile of junk, right? HT, let's be honest. No, sir. No, sir. This thing is, first of all, I love this. It has the double rivets down here at the end. Has a drainage hole. See there? See that hole all the way? You're looking at my face through that hole. Drainage hole. And let's just do this right here. Look at that welt, folks. Look at that burnished edge. Find the seam, folks. Find the seam in that, leather workers. Freaking nice. Drainage hole, double studded, and watch this retention. Well, it probably rattles around like a baby rattle inside there, HT, right? Does it? No trick photography here, folks. Does it? You hear anything? I'm gonna shut up. No, you don't. Perfect freaking retention. Smells good. Stitched well. Now, to get it out, oh, it's probably loosey-goosey. It's probably in there just, you know, barely in there, right? No. Has a nice insert in there. I don't know if I can get y'all to see that. Yeah, you can see it right there. See that plastic insert? It is molded. Maybe you can hear it. For this knife. Well, I messed that one up. But it clicks. It pops in there very freaking nice. And another thing, my big guys, my full figure gals out there, check this out. Let me get it down, make sure it's in there. That's exactly how much of your knife, it's in there by the way, no trick photography. That's how much of your knife is sticking out above your belt. Nothing. Nothing. Love that. I'm a huge proponent. When I get custom sheaths made, I always want them what I call low ride, where you don't get any old lady lumps on the side. If you know, you know. If you're lefty, you don't know. But the only thing, okay, well, you just ham this up, HT. There's got to be something you change or something wrong. Something wrong? Not so much. If you say that blade grind is wrong, okay, I'll give you that for $50 to $70 plus. For $25 or $17, you're going to scoff at a blade grind that is hair popping sharp. I mean, it's sharp. Is the blade, you know, not call it like I see it. I would scrutinize that more if this was $52.99 like is on their website. I'd say, that's a little bit of a mini. That blade, you know, still wouldn't be a deal breaker, but I would say, okay, you could have done better on that great blade grind. Come on, folks. $17 USA made leather sheath in this condition? Get out of here. Get out of here. That's trifling. But I will say this belt loop right here, if you are a guy that wears like a 1 3/4 or a 2-inch belt, it's not going to fit. I've already done the belt loop check for you. I wear a 1.5-inch belt. It's the belt I have on right now, and most hunting belts are about 1.5 inches. This fits a 1.5-inch belt or smaller. The only thing I would have liked to seen is this loop been a little wider to accommodate. I can say, man, this will fit any size belt. It doesn't. I can't make that any different. It fits a 1.5-inch belt or smaller. But like I said yesterday, I threw this thing in my front pocket, sheath and all, and I just kept carried it yesterday in pocket, pocket style, not even on my belt. So anyway, if you're still here, you didn't get one, because I'm sure 5 of you were smart enough to pause this video and go buy this knife. And again, you're going to say, hey, oh, what a fanboy. What kind of kickbacks HT must be getting? Nothing. I bought one myself yesterday and felt compelled. I'm actually sorry I didn't do a video last night. For right now, more of you could get this at $17. They'll be back. Will they be back at $17? I don't know. Probably not for a while. But these will be back, I'm sure, at $24.99. And everything I'm saying at $16.99, $17, I stand on at $24.99. Go get one. Don't overthink this one, folks. I'm telling you, do not overthink it. It's good in hand. You know my hand size. Can you get 4-finger grips on it, HT? Yep. Has this huge choil up here. It is meant for you to be choked up on it like that. And as you can see, I am easily landing on that. If you have gorilla mitts, you're probably going to be to the edge of it. Something to consider. But if you have an extra large hand size or down, yeah, hair popping sharp. They do, if you could see right there, they do, not as much as that buck had, but there is a little flat right there where you don't run quite into that blade. Me personally, I'm probably going to take a file and maybe even flatten that just a little more. If you see what I'm saying there, there is an area there that's flat and not sharpened before you get up here into this blade, but it could be bigger. That's personal preference, safety. I may just, a minute on a Dremel or on a file could do what I'm talking about there and just give you a little more peace of mind. Unless you do something kind of, your hands get real slick and you really slip, you're going to be all right just as it is. Something to consider. Something I may do is flatten that out a little more. Folks, if you got to take a minute on a Dremel and get a knife for $17 or $25 for a USA made EDC, if you will, or bird and trout hunting knife for $25, Jimmy crack corn and you shouldn't care. You hear me? So good. So good. If you like a fixed blade whatsoever, or know somebody who does like fixed blades, or A or B likes fixed blades and likes hunting, $751, BR 751. As Big Jim would say, and I could not stress this more, you need to get in there where you fit in there, because this is a good one. I stand on it. You tell me, HT, I don't believe that's, you get this knife in and say, I don't see $25 of value in it. You let me know, because I may buy it back from you, but you won't. You won't. There's just no way. Not at that price point for what all you're getting. If you get anything like the one I've got, now, I ain't got, 100 of these to go through. All I can speak on is what I got and how it's laid out for me. Son, daughter, you need to get in there where you fit in there. All right, that's all I got for you. Again, I apologize. I'm doing a video when there's only 5 of them left at that price. I was done last night. It was late when I got this knife. My wife had therapy last night. I got it in, threw it in my pocket, and off we went to therapy. In hindsight, I wished I'd have done a video last night at 9, 10 o'clock. Life happens, but all I can say, if you don't get one at $16.99, and anybody that's still watching this video now and hadn't got on the phone or computer, you didn't get one. Wait till they come back. Keep your eye open. Put them in your cart like your watch list there. And when they come back at $24.99, or heck, I don't know, maybe they get another batch and run them at $16.99. Whenever this knife comes back into stock, you guys need to be on it. Anyway, that's all I got for you. If that ain't for you, it ain't for you. It's definitely for me. We love you. I'm HT. God bless.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HT's EDC.